Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thank you for joining me today. Before we get started, the housekeeping notes. All the product I'm using, all the dimensions are listed below. There's a link to our Facebook group. We'd love to have you join that. There's a link to my online store so you can purchase these products. There's my email, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe and help me grow in YouTube world. So today we're going to be playing with Storybook Garden and Storybook Friends and some of the DSP, just a little of everything, because I wanted to play with the frames. And I'm going to show you the frames here. These are the frames. They're quite pretty. I've cut two of them out. I haven't cut out the one we're using, but I'm going to show those to you right now. So this one here first, we'll move the case out of the way. This one here cuts out this piece and the inside. So you can make it, you put a different color inside, you know, change it whatever you want. So you got that one. And then this one here cuts out this one with an oval in the center. And you can do the same thing. This one cuts out. We'll do this one in a minute. But those are what the frames are, and I wanted you to see what they did. And I noticed I broke one of my own cardinal rules. I left a piece of paper stuck in the frame. It's always important to make sure you clean out your dies because they won't work properly if you don't. So, you're saying, what are we making today? I'm moving a few things here because I sort of buried a few things. Well, we have an envelope with a little house on it. And we have this card. It's called Hello Friend. They're exchanging their vegetables. Happy spring. I kept this card very simple. So let's get going. I think we're going to do a little bit of stamping and then we'll do some die cutting and put the card together. So I need a piece of scrap white. I need this, and I do need the inside of our card. And I will need a matte part of the time. So let's do the one we don't need the matte on. We're going to stamp a strawberry. This I'm using Memento. And then we're going to do the bunnies in Memento. There's the one I decided it is a radish. At least in my opinion. I couldn't decide last time, but I decided it's a radish. And this guy, he's here holding a head of lettuce or cabbage. And that's all for the black. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Sorry. I had to think. Next, we need Misty Moonlight. We need our house for our envelope. Set that off to the side, and I'm going to grab the inside of our card, and we need it to say Happy Spring. And I didn't put anything on the other side, but I decided I wanted to put this little house down in the corner. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab my first card, and I'm going to grab him and put that little house in the corner right now, because I thought it was very cute when I put it on the envelope. I hadn't decided till a little bit ago what I was doing. And then over here on our scrap again, we need to do Hello Friend. Put that one over here. And that should be all of the stamping we need. So now it's time to do a little bit of die cutting. Now, to save time, and I don't think you need to sit and watch me color, we have a strawberry. We have our little guy carrying his lettuce or cabbage, and this guy with his, and all the colors I used on these are going to be listed below. They're blends. But we do need to die cut this. And we do need to die cut our frame. So I wanted a die to die cut this. And I started looking at my dies, And then I remembered I did the big butterfly and I made the big one smaller because they had a small one, but it was too small for the happy birthday. And I said, I wonder if Hello Friend would work in that. And it's perfect. That's the die I pulled from the beautiful butterfly set. Don't be afraid to grab dies from other sets to use if it gives you the look you want. So we need Otto here. Need plates 1, 2, and a 3, and an extra 3. I need a piece of Cherry Cobbler, because that's one of the main colors we're using in this. It's our lovely Cherry Cobbler. And the dimensions for this will be listed below. It's like 3 1/4 by 3 or something like that. And then our Hello Friend, I'm going to tape that one with a little piece of Post-it tape to make sure he stays in the center. And we're going to run them both through. No, you guys watched me color a lot a week or so ago. I decided you didn't need to watch me color all those today. I will tell you something about the strawberry. The strawberry, I started with Melon Mambo, and a layer of Melon Mambo, and then I purchased Cherry Cobbler and blended that, and then a little bit of Cherry Cobbler, and then blended it again with Melon Mambo. So that's how I got the color on that, just an FYI. Guess I should have left that one to color you. Okay. Just remember, when you do take out a die out of a stamp set, make sure you put your die back where it belongs when you're done. Okay, let's pull this out so we can see what it looks like. Drops out really quite easily. Nothing left in there. There's our square. We're going to keep him because we're going to use him. And I know I had my little pokey tool here. There is a few pieces on this one to poke out. You could use your scrubby, but it's not. There's just like 3 on the corner and 1 on each end. And you do want to get all those little pieces out. Those little curly keys you could use as confetti inside your card if you really want someone to have a mess when they get the card. Don't tell them I told you to do that, though. Let me work on this real quick. I thought about doing this ahead of time, and I just didn't. I was coloring. Of all of them, this has the most detail in it as far as what needs to be poked out. But it's not much. You do need to be careful you don't rip the little curly cues on there, though. And the last one, I believe. There we go. There's all the little pieces out of it. I think it's very pretty. Okay, I think we have all the pieces now. We have our bunnies and our fruit and our saying. So let's start building the card. So this is Cherry Cobbler. I know you're thinking, we're using Cherry Cobbler with Easter bunnies? I'm like, why not? So it's 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Get that a good burnish. We're going to go ahead and put the inside of our card in. And then we got a piece of Misty Moonlight. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And that's going to layer on here. Just like that. And then we have a piece of DSP, which is 3 3/4 by 5, and this is the strawberry paper. I've tried to decide if it's directional or the strawberries seem to go every which way, so I sort of looked at the most that were going this direction, and that's the way I put it. You can decide on your own, but I love this strawberry paper. I think it's very pretty. Uh-oh. I just realized I cut the paper the wrong size. Hang on. You know me. I cut the... Hang on. We can fix this. I'm taking just a tissue to wipe off the glue. Hey, you know me. I'm always cutting something wrong. You know, everybody does it. And I'm going to turn this upright so I'm not sticking to my plate. This is supposed to be 3, and then I cut it at 4, because most DSP, when I cut, it's at 4. But this one was not. And you can't tell me that everybody that crafts doesn't do that by mistake every once in a while. You get stuck with a layer is always this one, or the layer's always this one. But I'm doing a mat on this, so it's smaller. That's better. No mess. Always have some tissues or something around. You can clean up some glue. Okay. So next we're going to go ahead and put this on. And I'm putting it this way. I'm going to put this piece in first. With a little bit of glue. And that doesn't take a lot, just enough to hold it all down. But you're going to have other stuff over it. Put it down there. And then we're going to take the piece we just did out. We're going to put a little glue on it and put it back in. You can make this a different color. You can let the DSP shine through, but I wanted the red behind it. Next, we're going to put our bunnies on. We're going to use dimensionals and our strawberry and our saying. So this is a very easy little card. Just had to play with the bunnies. When you guys look at the front of that box too, by the way, of the case, I want to show you this before I put this on the card. The front of the case and in the catalog shows this at 70%. So this is the little guy right here I just stamped. That's the actual size of him. Don't think that they're that small. They're not. They are quite large. So I'm going to put this guy on first. And I'm going to put him about there. And we'll put this little guy with his little beat looking at his friend. And a little cluster of strawberries down here in the corner. Oh. And then hello friend. Going to go right up here in the strawberry field in the center. That looks pretty good. And then I made a little bow out of the Petal Pink scalloped ribbon. This stuff is so beautiful. Very beautiful ribbon. And yes, that's Cherry Cobbler, Night of Navy, and I'm putting Petal Pink with it. But you can see it goes very nicely. I know, I first looked at this and I started thinking about color combinations. I thought, sure about Petal Pink? It does work. And I'm going to put a couple glue dots behind here. Then I'm going to stick it to my desk. No. I'm going to put this right about there. hang a little bit. And then I decided it needed some bling too, so I grabbed the new bling. This is the Antique Pearls. They are so beautiful. And we're going to use 3 of them. We're going to use one of the large ones, about there. We'll put a medium one. Oh. I'm going to put them in different spots than I did last time. I'll put the medium one up here. And then I'm going to put a small one. I'm going to keep it. No, I'm going to put the small one right here. I'm changing my mind. You can do that. And that is our beautiful card for today. Nice and simple, cute. So, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Goodbye.